The Battle of the Pyramids, fought on July 21, 1798, was a pivotal engagement in the French Revolutionary Wars and marked a significant point in Napoleon Bonaparte's Egyptian campaign. This battle showcased Napoleon's military genius and the effectiveness of the French revolutionary armies against a numerically superior force. In 1798, Napoleon Bonaparte embarked on the Egyptian campaign with the dual aim of undermining Britain's access to its empire in India and establishing scientific and cultural achievements in Egypt. Upon arriving in Egypt, the French forces quickly captured Alexandria and then marched towards Cairo with the goal of defeating the Mamluk rulers of Egypt. The French army, numbering around 25,000 men, was well trained and experienced, consisting of infantry, cavalry, and artillery. They were organized into divisions under the command of generals like de Saix, Rainier, and Duguay. Opposing them were the Mamluks, Egypt's ruling military class, who could field up to 40,000 troops, although estimates vary. The Mamluk forces were primarily cavalry, highly mobile but less disciplined and reliant on traditional charge tactics. Napoleon deployed his forces into a novel formation known as the divisional square, or battalion square, for the battle. This formation allowed his troops to maintain cohesion and provide mutual support, with infantry forming the sides of the square, supported by artillery at the corners, and cavalry positioned inside or behind the square ready to counterattack as needed. The battle took place near the Pyramids of Giza, giving it its name, although the actual fighting occurred closer to Mbaba, on the west bank of the Nile River. As the Mamluk cavalry charged, they were met with devastating volleys of musket and cannon fire from the French squares. The Mamluks' traditional charge tactics proved ineffective against the disciplined French formations. Despite their numerical superiority, the Mamluks were unable to break the French squares. The battle turned into a massacre as the French firepower decimated the Mamluk forces. The Mamluks suffered thousands of casualties, while French losses were minimal. The victory at the Battle of the Pyramids was a decisive moment in the French campaign in Egypt. It allowed Napoleon to enter Cairo triumphantly and established French control over Egypt for the next several years. However, the British naval victory at the Battle of the Nile soon after stranded Napoleon's forces in Egypt. The battle showcased Napoleon's military innovation and the effectiveness of his troops. However, it also set the stage for the prolonged and ultimately unsuccessful French occupation of Egypt, which lasted until 1801. The Battle of the Pyramids is remembered not only for its immediate military significance, but also for its place in the wider context of Napoleon's career and the Napoleonic Wars. It demonstrated Napoleon's ability to adapt and win under challenging circumstances, traits that would define his military career. The campaign itself had significant cultural and scientific impacts, leading to the discovery of the Rosetta Stone and the birth of Egyptology. However, the military conquest failed to achieve its broader strategic objectives, highlighting the limits of military power in achieving political goals.